Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Today's game will feature a team that loves getting it done through the air. The Broncos are top 10 in passing TDs, and they'll go against the Patriots, who are very aware of what they'll be dealing with.
Okay, Larry, we are located a couple miles west of the Colorado State Capitol building here in downtown Denver. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the Denver Broncos. So the D-line's going to spread out. Brady now on first down. And incomplete to open things up. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And it's second down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Looking back to the air on second down, it's Brady. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. Brady to Gronkowski, they make it look easy, don't they? And it's a Patriot first down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Shift together here from the D-line. On first down, Brady. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. I ended up having a pretty decent ball game. If I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So a second down incompletion now brings up third down. Play action. Now it's Brady. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field. And really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. Allen on to punt as he gets this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Here's Tannehill now on 2nd down. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to wind up and air it out. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 46 yards.
Today's receivers in the NFL, they're the complete package nowadays. We know they can run, we know they can catch, but they have those big frames now. So oftentimes they just out-physical guys downfield and go up and catch the football. And we saw a big gain as a result on that play.
Now a carry. It's C.J. Anderson. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. To throw on 2nd down is Tannehill. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Virgil Green, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. Now, this is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. So the Patriots coming out now. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. Oh, what a juke into space. Latavius Murray. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big run that time by Murray. 72 yards. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line now. And the D looking like they may blitz. Here's Sims on the run. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. We were just talking about him pregame. 3 tackles for a loss. Last week you thought he looked so explosive on film. Starting off good there. Another one in the first quarter.
He's every bit of what you described. And I don't want to make it too simplistic, but right now for him, it's see ball, get ball. And that's what he's doing really, really well, and he's doing it in the offense's backfield.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. On second down, here's Brady. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Rob Gronkowski hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Meanwhile, in Los Angeles, an update from there. The Raiders out to an early lead over the Chargers. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
On first down, Tannehill. And it's caught over the middle by the tight end Green. And look out, a big hit to the shoulder pads took him right off his feet at the 44-yard line. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down. So the offense has it 1st and 10. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On first down, it's Tannehill. Green with a catch left side. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
All right, I'm doing my rudimentary math here. That's his 3rd catch here in the first quarter. I don't know if it's just game plan or he's just finding his way open.
And maybe a little of both. On 2nd down, here's Tannehill. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
And as the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
To throw is Tannehill. And caught by Sanders. Touchdown Broncos. Emmanuel Sanders hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Now Brady on the bootleg. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2. But they've got a 3rd and inches coming up, trying to keep the chains moving. And they're definitely showing blitz here. Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. Brady to Gronkowski for the Patriot 1st down. Playing on 1st down is Brady. Open here, Adam Thielen. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. He's going to air one out. It is taken in by Cooks for a Patriot touchdown. Brandon Cooks, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking deep for Demarius. He's got him in, complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34.
He's come a long way since his time at Georgia Tech. What did he run at Tech? He ran hitches and go routes, essentially.
Yeah.
I mean, but he ran them really well. He averaged well over 20 yards a catch while he was there. And he still creates downfield in the NFL. That big body and that willingness to go catch the football. He's pretty impressive.
And all the way home for a Broncos score. Ryan Tannehill on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Broncos have broken the tie. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. That's going to set him back 5 yards. And the big tight end shifting around.
Let's go.
To throw, it's Brady. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. He's really putting together a spectacular season. That interception, number 11 now on the year.
And I know we're all taught that 7 is a lucky number. I'd say 11 is for him, huh? No doubt about it.
Here's Anderson as they begin this series on the ground. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. They run it again with Anderson. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And able to find Green. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Play action. It's Tannehill. Flushed out right. And an alley to run. And he slides to avoid the hit. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 2nd down, Anderson. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Tannehill going to throw on 3rd and 1. Being chased, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. And, Charles, they only needed a yard there. They try to pass the football. What do you think?
Well, I can't really go all out and kill them for the call because that 3rd and 1 fake and throw it over the top for a big play, that often does work. But in this situation, the pressure got to him.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he'll get credit for a punt inside the 20, not by much, but inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. And now out come the Patriots. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Brandon Cooks, 81 yards. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not pump the ball again.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A very solid gain of 27. Tannehill on first down. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism, because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. Around the NFL, we've got a second quarter score. Chargers have jumped out to an early lead over the Raiders. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. And Denver getting set to take the field. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
It'll be a gain of 2, and speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. Back to Denver right after this. Here's Tannehill. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz. And even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, that allows your blitzers to get there.
The Broncos on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. So that'll back him up 5. The Broncos on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Flush to his right. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Now whistles blow and the Patriots are going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Riley Dixon now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Sheds off the tackle. A nice job on the return there. 16 yards. And the Patriots take over. On the NFL scoreboard, they are in the second up in Seattle. It's the Lions that have grabbed the early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Forced out to his left. And some room to work. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Second down, just 1 yard to go. Brady to throw on second down. His throw incomplete. Looking for his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski, and it's 3rd and short.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Shotgun now for Brady. This is caught. It's Cooks. Brady connecting with Cooks for the Patriot first down. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
For the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get off on the snap. Jump too quickly.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And the ball is knocked out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Following the fumble recovery, Tannehill. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. C.J. Anderson, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Back to throw, Tannehill. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. On play action, it's Brady. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
On the NFL scoreboard, they are in the 2nd up in Seattle. And early on, the driver's seat belongs to the Seahawks. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. New England on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Play action, now it's Brady. And that's complete to Cooks. And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England 1st down. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Unable to get it to Gronkowski that time. And now it's 2nd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, and they're going to measure revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back. But that's one step in the proper direction.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And nothing but daylight ahead. 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. That's certainly not something we see often from number 12, Tom Brady, although we did see it in Super Bowl 51.
And that's why it's so memorable, because of what you just said. It doesn't happen very often. And think of the momentum that you gain as a defense, not only picking off Tom Brady, but pick 6. Oh, boy, you feel good about yourselves.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you on down to our studios in Orlando, where standing by is Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. On first down, Tannehill. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. Short throw, pick six right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. Green with a catch left side. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
Second down and just 1. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Here's Tannehill now on second down. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. Carlos Henderson, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. They'll run it. Here's Anderson. And a big tackle there as the defender runs right through him, right at the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They are going for it. It's Tannehill. Found his target. It's Anderson. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first.
Brandon, more and more offenses are going to the philosophy of using every inch of the field to try and spread things out. And when you're running back and catch the ball as well, that can only help your offense.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. He goes underneath for Anderson. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
To throw on second down is Tannehill. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Again, Anderson. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The Broncos on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing on third down, Tannehill. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
4 yards remaining now on second down. Now Brady. And left side here, it's Graham. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
And the play clock's running down. Brady going to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Throwing on first down is Brady. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make it second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. That was second down run for Murray. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup. And just like that, it's third down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
New England on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Brady going to try and throw on third down. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Jimmy Graham, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. A gain of 3, second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On second down, here's Tannehill. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Brandon Marshall in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Now a play fake. Brady. Dancing to his left. Wide open, Gronkowski. And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20. He got 29 yards that time. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On first down, Murray. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Brady now on first down. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Von Miller in there yet again. What else is new as he continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. They'll run it left side with Murray. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. They get just a yard back there, and now they'll be looking at a tough 3rd and 15. And in this situation with a lead, fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
New England on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 at this point. This will be 3rd and 15. The slot man in motion right. Play clock winding down. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Well, a clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they've shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Time running out here on the play clock. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3 there. But clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give them some breathing room and lets them build up a little cushion.
Always got some breathing room. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great play there. 97 yards. And the Broncos get a bit closer. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
New England on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd down and 12. Little motion now from the tight end. On play action. Now Brady. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. They've gone to the 4th up in Seattle, and the Lions have opened it up, leading now by a couple of touchdowns. Another victory perhaps in the cards. They're looking as good as anybody as the playoffs draw near. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. So the Broncos coming out now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Deron Harmon, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but, boy, he's playing really well.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And Gronkowski's got it. Complete over the middle. Rob Gronkowski. There he goes. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Rob Gronkowski with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Shotgun now for Brady. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
And Denver getting set to take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And Sanders has got it complete. And he'll be knocked down sideways at the 36. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver, and it's third down. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Tannehill is going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to make it fourth down. Desperation time for Tannehill on fourth down. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. On first down, it's Tannehill. Sanders has it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. On first and 10, Tannehill. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Duron Harmon. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Patriots, the wins keep coming as this one moves them to 12-3 on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for Denver, it's a bad time of year to take a loss like this as they drop to 10-5. And they'll be at home for one next week against the Oakland Raiders. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon, everyone, as we say so long from Denver.